What's going on, everyone? It's Mike Lee from G Sneaker Reviews. We are back again with another installment of our maybe top 3 to top 5, depending how we go along in this video. Now, I do have 3 pairs in mind for this segment. Now, what this segment is, just as it states in the title, we are going to go through some of the most underrated sneaker releases of last year and somewhat this year as well. Now, one of these pairs has only just released, but it is copying a bit of slack throughout the sneaker world because it's sitting on shelves and stuff like that. Now, just because it's sitting on shelves doesn't mean that this isn't a good sneaker. All it means is that the resellers aren't buying it, which means that the actual sneakerheads and people that like to collect the sneakers are able to purchase these shoes. So again, that is a marvelous thing. It's not a bad thing at all. So you are completely wrong if you believe because the sneaker is sitting on the shelves, it's a brick. Don't kid yourself, man. Go and pay top dollar from a reseller. Otherwise, yeah, buy these fabulous shoes that are highly underrated. First one up, let's jump in. Now, this is a release from last year. Now, it is definitely probably one of my favorite shoes that I do have. Now, I have a ton of favorites. I have a lot of shoes, but this particular pair, again, to me, it is massively underrated. So let's grab it and we'll have a suss. So the first one up is the Jordan 1 Stealth Grey. Now again, this is a massively underrated sneaker. The quality on this particular pair is absolutely through the roof. Like, I cannot compare this to anything. Leather quality, everything, stitching, just a beautiful shoe. Now I've only worn it once, and as you can see, there's not that much creasing. It's got amazing leather as well. As you can see, all that tumbled leather. So what that actually says is that quality inspired by the greatest player ever, and it's got a picture of the GOAT. So that goes to show. Now this thing here sat on shelves for a bit, it was on Nike for a bit, but again, another underrated sneaker. Definitely one to get if you can get it cheap enough. Definitely add this to your collection. Kind of gives me the airship vibes, to be honest. So, but again, we have the Stealth. Moving on. So the next pair up will be the Jordan 1 Brotherhoods. Now again, this is a cracker colorway. You have your maroon or purple, I like to call it like a very light maroon, and then you have your yellow or your gold. Entirely up to you what you want to call it. Now again, this was another slept on sneaker that did sit on shelves, and it's still today, people are calling it bricks and stuff like that. But again, we cannot help if you cannot dress your shoes. So if that's what determines a brick to you, then go and get a fashion sense, because these things, again, another stupidly high quality sneaker with an amazing leather quality as well, guys. So again, we have our Brotherhood. On to the next one. Now this one here is a more of a recent release. Now it is currently sitting on Nike in smaller sizes, that is, but obviously resellers have it as well, around $500 Australian, give or take, for a pair on the resale market. So what I give you guys is the Jordan 1 High white cement. Now again, this thing is an absolutely flawless pair of Jordans. Now again, if I could buy another pair of these, I would. I almost did, but the biggest size I had was a size 12. So size 13 was completely sold out, unfortunately, at the Nike here on the Gold Coast. Again, I got mine here, and I purely believe that this is going to be one of those shoes in years to come. People are going to want to get their hands on, but they're going to be pretty hard to do so. So they're going to have to pay top dollar for this particular sneaker. But again, guys, we have our Jordan 1 white cement. I'm actually going to chuck 2 more pairs in, so we're going to do a top 5 of the most underrated sneakers between last year and the start of this year. So give me 2 seconds, I'll grab the next pair and we'll roll on. So the 4th pair for this segment is the Jordan 1 Heirloom. Now again, this is a cracker colorway, very solid color blocking. Now it gives off like the Van Cheddar tan vibes. It does come with black laces. It also comes with washed out red laces and washed out purple laces as well. I haven't yet tried to swap them out because I feel like the black just kind of suits it too well. And I actually really like the material on these particular sneakers. But again, this was another sneaker that kind of sat for a bit. I actually did purchase these prior to release day just because I genuinely like the color blocking and the style of this particular Jordan 1. Now I honestly thought they were going to sell out, but they didn't, so I ended up paying a little bit of a premium for this particular shoe. But again, on release day I could have bought a pair, but I ended up buying the fire red 3s here behind me. But again, it is still a cracker color, guys. So if you can get this thing cheap enough, definitely get your hands on it, because it's going to be another sneaker that is going to go up in years to come. And you guessed it, guys, the last one on the list will be the Jordan 3 Fire Red of 2022. Now again, this is one of those sneakers that people just thought it was going to take off and was going to have strong resale behind it, but unfortunately it didn't. It was kind of hovering just above retail. I have seen some sizes go under retail as well. There's been a lot of retail assist on these as well. But again, I just think the colorway of this is just stupidly clean for it to be sitting. But again, I can't make up people's minds. It is still a cracker of a shoe, guys. So again, we have our Fire Red 3. Now guys, we are on the road to 1,000 subscribers. We are currently at about 800 subscribers, which is absolutely amazing. In a solid 12 months, we have gained 800 subscribers, which is absolutely insane, guys. I cannot thank you guys enough. Now, as per usual, guys, let us know down in the comments what you guys think of my selection for the most underrated sneakers of 2022 and the start of this year. Let me know what you think down in the comments, what your actual preferences are, what your underrated sneakers are as well. But again, as per usual, guys, until next time, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace out.